Hey friends and family, Matt with this week's housing market update. Want to talk to you this week about the wildfires in California. Now, I'm sure many of you, I'm sure all of you know somebody affected by this. I have multiple friends that have been directly affected by this just in the coaching system and network I'm in. Multiple realtors in my coaching network have lost their homes personally in the areas that have been affected, but so many people are either affected directly or just by 1 degree of separation. People are displaced, of course, maybe lost somebody who actually was tragically killed in the fires, or pets, or property damage and personal belongings. It's so devastating. Now, one of the things I keep getting asked is, how is this going to affect Las Vegas housing? And of course, it's super tragic and terrible to think that in any ways homeowners could benefit here in Vegas with property values and so forth. But the reality is yeah, that could happen. I don't think it's going to be a dramatic bump in any type of pricing. I mean, people from LA are going to go all over the place. Many will stay there. Many will go to Vegas or Phoenix or Texas or Boise or all the other places that have been growing over the last few years. But yes, Los Angeles has been the biggest influx of people here into Vegas. California, since 2019 to the end of last year, it's an estimated about 150, 160,000 people have relocated directly into Vegas from California. It is definitely the hot spot for us of where people are coming from. And what I'll point out is this, it's not even necessarily people who lost their homes that are going to come to Vegas, and of course some of them might. But I think a lot of the people that are an hour or two any direction from LA, there's been so much coverage in the media, you probably have heard about insurance companies canceling so many policies in California or making it harder to get good insurance policies. I think there's a lot of people that are going to look at these fires and say, wow, this could happen to us. And if our insurance coverage isn't fantastic, what will that mean for us? So I think that'll motivate some people that even haven't directly been affected by this fire to consider making a move sooner than later. So, we'll see what happens. The phone is definitely ringing more here at the office. We're seeing a lot of people have nothing to do with the fires, but just here locally, starting to ask questions about buying or selling in the near future, putting their timelines together, understanding their options. And you combine that with getting a little bit further away from the holidays, further away from the election, and of course, everything going on in Southern California right now. I think we're going to see the market pick up here pretty quick. It's still been pretty stale, to be just quite direct with you, over the last 4 or 5 months. Prices haven't really changed. The last 60 days have been kind of quiet with activity, but we do feel it picking up, and I really think with all the things I just mentioned, it's going to be a busy season ahead. I'm going to share below this video multiple links. There's a lot of media right now about this specific issue, is how are the fires going to directly affect Las Vegas real estate? So I'll share some different perspectives with you below. Also, the rental market could be affected. Of course, people needing homes right away. So, what I hope not to see, and it's already happening in Southern California, is price gouging is happening in California. They actually have a law there that prevents that. So it's a big issue, and it's terrible to think people are raising rents on people right now that need homes. Out here, I feel like it is a bit different, even though it is sad. I mean, it's going to be supply and demand. I mean, they're relocating from a different state. I wouldn't call it price gouging, but it will be interesting to see what happens with rental homes specifically, because those are kind of right now needs that people have. And then purchases, I do imagine that it's going to have a small effect on buyer demand. And of course, the more demand could affect pricing a bit too. So we'll see. I'll share some articles below. If you have any questions or perspective on this you want to share, I'd love hearing from you. Reach out to us anytime. Hope you guys have a great week ahead, and we'll talk to you soon. See ya.